Okay, so today we have the newly released iQOO 11 5G, and this is the first phone in India to come with the latest Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 processor, first 144Hz 2K AMOLED display, first UFS 4.0 storage, and we got this in this BMW bag. So on paper, this is the first flagship of 2023. So the question that has to be asked is, how is the real world performance of Snapdragon 8 Gen 2? Can iQOO still make the same value from a new flagship? Well, we shall find that out together. Let's go. Okay, so first up, it comes in this BMW bag. And how do I know this is BMW?
Because of the stripes?
No, there's a logo here. And inside you get this box. Woo, with a leather texture. I would have loved if there was a BMW Hot Wheels small car. And then inside this, oh, you get another box. Inside you get the phone, a transparent case, some paperwork, Type-C to Type-C cable, 120-watt charger, and a very premium looking SIM ejector tool. Also you get this Type-C to 3.5mm converter. Now that's a nice touch because people still use wired earphones. You also get this iQOO branded BMW car. Now iQOO phones are generally known for performance, fast, very similar to those BMW cars from NFS. And the back has a leather finish, so it gives a pretty good feel when you hold it in your hand. Also, no chances of any fingerprint or smudges. Now, iQOO calls this BMW variant as Legend, and then there is also this Alpha variant which has a satin finish, but I kind of prefer this BMW variant. And this is a two-handed phone. Like, the phone is wide, and I have normal size hands. This is how it looks. It weighs in around 209 grams. So you get a 6.78-inch 2K 144Hz AMOLED display, and this is the first phone in India to have a 144Hz rate 2K display. Now you might ask, do you feel the 144Hz refresh rate? I'll try to show you on camera. We'll slow down the footage and let us know if you can see the difference. It also supports HDR in YouTube as well as Netflix, so that is really nice. And there's also a feature when you're watching a YouTube video in full screen and you get a WhatsApp message, this is a chat bubble, and if you tap on it, it automatically goes to split screen mode, and now you can reply back to the message, increase or decrease the screen, and when done, you can just go back to watching YouTube video. Very nifty feature. But here's the most interesting and an underrated feature, E6 display. So of course, E6 displays should have better battery life, but see here, if you use it in low light, side by side with a normal AMOLED display, the E6 display flickers a lot less, so it should be good in low light condition for your eyes. And you also have dual stereo speakers, so have a listen to this. Sound is pretty loud and clear. Also, it has a peak brightness of 1800 nits, so under direct sunlight outdoors, you will have no problem. You also get a normal in-display fingerprint scanner, and it is pretty fast and accurate. And you get Corning Gorilla Glass Victus protection on the front. And we wanted to test the camera more, like how good the software performs, how good it is against direct sunlight, how good is the HDR. But San, if you can turn around and show them. The other day, there was no sunlight visible, and now nothing is visible. You can't see anything. So, all good, great performance in camera. And you get this big camera module, and you see here there is V2 written, so it has a dedicated V2 chip inside to take better photos. And I was surprised. You get a 50 megapixel main sensor with OIS, and it takes really good sharp photos. And even if you zoom in on them, it has really good details. And we also took some photos in low light, night mode, and I was impressed. The pictures were sharp and bright. Also, you get this 13 megapixel 2x telephoto camera, and it takes really good portrait photos. Like, have a look at this cyan photo in portrait mode. It's very good. And some kids were playing cricket in the park, and we tried to take some fast sports shot, and they came out really good and sharp with a 2x camera. And you get a 8 megapixel ultra wide angle camera, and it performs like an 8 megapixel. In outdoor sunlight, it is pretty good. And if you see here side by side, I noticed there is minimum to no color shift between the ultra wide angle and the main camera. And you can record in maximum 8K 30 FPS. Which is this footage, but mostly you would be recording in 4K 30, 4K 60 FPS, and here's how the footage looks, and here's how the stabilization improves. And one interesting thing that I noticed is, in video mode, if you're recording at 1080p 30 FPS and you turn on video recording, you can switch between ultra wide angle, main and 2x camera, but if you shoot in 4K 30 FPS, you cannot switch to the ultra wide angle camera. And you get a 16 megapixel front selfie camera, and it can record in 1080p. I mean, it's 2023 and you have self-lacing shoes, but you cannot record in 4K from the front selfie camera. Anyways, the selfies come out good, the skin tone looks natural, and it is quite sharp. Overall, I was really impressed with the camera. Like, you see, there are phones that take very natural photos, and then there are phones that take social media ready photos, and it falls ideally between both. Now it comes with the all new Snapdragon 8 Gen 2. 8GB LPDDR5X RAM and 256GB new UFS 4.0 storage, and this is the base variant. And in normal daily usage like browsing the web, messaging, watching videos, there is literally no lag, nothing, no jitters. But this is common for most phones at this price range. So we did some benchmarks too. On AnTuTu, it scores somewhere around 1.3 lakh. That's the highest I have seen. And the CPU throttling test, where it runs the CPU 100% for 15 minutes, there's no overheating or lag sort of thing. The graph is all green. iQOO 11 has a V2 chip inside. So basically, if I set Genshin Impact to suppose 45 FPS, I can turn on game frame interpolation and it will add frames and make it 90 FPS. Actually, the gameplay is smooth. And overall, the performance is really nice, and we have been gaming for about half an hour now. And the temperature stays low because as per iQOO, they have added a 24,768 mm square liquid cooling vapor chamber, and a portion of it is made from stainless steel. So the better metal if you use, it absorbs more temperature. And you also get a flat screen, so it's better to grip and a bit convenient while gaming. Also, a lot of people ask about iQOO Service Center. Well, you can take the same iQOO phone to the 650 plus service center of Vivo present all over India. Out of the box, this comes with FunTouch OS 13, which is running on Android 13. This is Vivo's custom skin because iQOO is the sub-brand of Vivo. So you get all the benefits of Android 13, like if you install an app, it will ask for a permission to send notifications. And if you go into the UI, there are lots of customization options with lock screen, fingerprint scanner animation. But with FunTouch OS 13, you also get some extra features. Like if you're listening to music on Spotify or YouTube Music, see here the entire cover art shows up on the lock screen, and then you get these wave type movements in the seek bar. Now there are some really good features in FunTouch OS, and a lot of you guys also use iQOO. And you know, FunTouch OS features will be a very good video. Let us know if you like that. 8,000 likes, we do it. Also, you get 3 years of Android updates and 4 years of security update. Also, there are some few bloatwares here and there like Netflix, Snapchat, which you can easily uninstall. Now this comes with a 5000 mAh battery along with a 120 watt charger. So it can go from 0 to 50% in just 10 minutes and 100% in about 30 minutes. And under normal workload like casual gaming, browsing the web and all, it will easily last you 1.5 days. You also get all the necessary sensors, even NFC, and it comes with 9 5G bands. So here in our office and around, I was getting 5G connection and you can see the speed test. I even took several phone calls on it and there weren't any issues. Now finally, how is the iQOO 11? So as per rumors, there may not be an iQOO 11 Pro this year. So if you want an iQOO flagship phone, then this might be your only option. So we just got to know the pricing of the iQOO 11. So it starts at 59,999. Now the sale for iQOO 11 starts on 12th Jan 12 PM, and you can see the offers on the screen. Like if you book it on 12th Jan, you get 1,000 rupees prime discount, HDFC and ICICI credit and debit card discount of 5,000, and if you can exchange a phone, you get an additional 3,000 off. So for that price, these are good specs. And we have used this device for only few days now. In our testing, it is a pretty fast phone. Like as of now, this is the only phone with Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 in India. And an interesting thing would be if we could compare this with the iPhone or a future phone. So let us know if you want an iQOO versus iPhone in the future video or any other phone. On that note, this is Pratik signing off. See you in the next video. Pew, pew, pew.